Next on Adventurer, New York Islanders hockey great Mike Bossy. Stay with us. Clash, James Clash. Welcome to Adventurer, the show with guests who truly push their lives to the limits. No talking heads here, just the real deals. I'm Jim Clash. In 1980, 81, 82, and 83, the New York Islanders won a stunning 4 Stanley Cups in a row. A big part of that effort was our guest, hockey right-wing Hall of Famer Mike Bossy. Welcome, Mike.
Thank you.
What an honor to have you on.
Oh, thank you very much.
4 consecutive Stanley Cups, 80, 81, 82, 83.
Yes.
How does one go about keeping that high level of performance and winning 4 times in a row? What's the key to that?
I really think it depends on the individuals that are on a team, and if you're able to group enough individuals that have enough personal desire, personal motivation, willing to sacrifice, a whole bunch of things go into making a team a great team. And then you know, I can't talk about our great team without talking about the great coach that we had, who put a system that everyone adhered to, but also allowed everyone their own creativity to, you know, go outside that system, but we always had that system to fall back onto. So a combination of different things. But I'd say that, you know, to win 4 times in a row, there's a lot of personal motivation that goes into that.
You were an amazing right-wing scorer. You scored, I think, 9 years you had more than 50 goals.
Yes.
But also, you weren't a real stingy guy, too. You would hand the puck off, you know. Talk a little bit about that in terms of teamwork, because still, to be able to score over 50 in 9 seasons but not be stingy with the puck.
Well, I think, again, that's personal motivation. You know, I was always known as a goal scorer as I went through the ranks getting to the professional level, and everyone said that all I could do was score goals. So, you know, I took it upon myself to make sure that I could do other things than score goals, whether it be, you know, passing the puck, whether it be being a good defensive player, just making sure that I was part of the team. Because if you want to be part of a team, you have to be willing to do everything that everyone else on the team does. Otherwise, you just become someone who sits in the corner and scores goals, and that's not very much fun.
Do people come up to you and recognize you and ask for your autograph and things like that still?
It depends where. I live in Montreal, so yes, everyone knows hockey in Montreal and knows who Mike Bossy is. I could walk in Manhattan and not be bothered by anybody. But
so do you have to be Canadian to be good in hockey?
You know, I think it may help a bit because, you know, everyone, or before everyone started out as a youngster playing hockey. It's a little less like that now because of all the other activities that there are. But there are a lot of great American players, Russian, European players. Yeah, I think everyone's sort of taken a bite out of the Canadian supremacy as far as hockey players go.
Now, of course, Wayne Gretzky, when you guys were going for 5, the drive for 5,
Yes.
he was part of the team that stopped you. Of course, 4 is great, but how'd you guys feel losing there? And what do you think of Wayne Gretzky?
He was a great player.
Yeah.
Absolutely a great player. He had a long career and had a very successful career. You know, when we lost the 5th Stanley Cup, you know, right after it was over, we'd been to 4 Stanley Cups in a row. That means we'd played until June, 4 years in a row. And during that time, we also had 2 Canada Cup series that we played in between. So we were playing in August. So we finished in June, we were beginning in August. And we were tired. As a team, we were beat up and we were hurt and we were tired. And, you know, when we lost, it was very disappointing. But as the years went by, and even now when people talk to me about it, I regret losing more now than I did back then when I was playing, because, you know, only one team before has won 5 Stanley Cups in a row, and it would have been nice to have been included in that team that did it.
Well, let's talk a little bit about what you're up to now, because I know you've got an exciting venture with the Islanders. So
Yes.
Tell us about it.
Well, we developed an Islanders Business Club last year, and what the Business Club started out as was all of our sponsors and all of our suite holders. And the reason that we did that was because we wanted to give some added value to our sponsors, and what better added value than to help them grow their business. We expanded that to including ticket packages this year, where people could buy ticket packages and participate in the 14, I call them business development sessions that we have before games this year. Networking, I think, is sort of like a word of the past now, and you talk about networking, and there's so many networking groups now that people sort of, they don't like them very much, so I call them business development opportunities that people have. So we have 14 of those. We have over 400 members with the Islanders Business Club right now, and it's working out real well. I'm a big believer in keeping business local as much as you can. So with our 400 members, who are not all from Long Island, we do have members from Manhattan, New Jersey, and Connecticut who do business with the New York Islanders. But all in all, it's working out very well. People are getting to meet each other. They're building relationships, and what better way to grow your business with other companies than building relationships with the people who run other companies.
It's great. Well, we're going to have to end soon, but I have to ask you, your legacy. What do you want your legacy in hockey to be?
I was and have been, was, and always will be considered a great goal scorer, and I guess I'll never be able to say that I was anything else other than that. But the fact that I was a big part of a great hockey team, and that I did my part to make it as good as it can be, is something that I'd like to be remembered as. Well,
it's been a real honor meeting you, Mike. Good luck with the
Islanders.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
For more adventure and iconoclast, click on Forbes.com/ToTheLimits. Or pick up a copy of my book, To the Limits. And thanks for watching the Forbes.com Video Network.
Clash, James Clash.